All right, welcome back to a special episode of the Graeme and Sophia podcast.
Am I getting shy? We have an audience.
Yeah, we're in the same room for our first time recording.
Yeah. We act like we live states away, but
Yeah, literally like 35 minutes away, probably.
Yep.
So that was our first F1 track experience.
Yeah, it was a good one.
That was good. Austin did not disappoint.
No, I will say the heat did kick my ass though.
It was brutal.
Yeah.
For reference, it was like 96 degrees Fahrenheit for any of the European people out there.
Yeah.
I think that's like, I don't know, 30 something Celsius, 35, 36 Celsius. And yeah, it was just brutal.
Yeah, and baking, we're all burnt, dehydrated, but so worth it.
Yeah.
Would easily do it again, doing it again.
For the next 2 days.
Yeah, so
but
obviously.
You know how bad it is? Because literally anywhere you would walk, if there was a sliver of shade, there would be like crowds of people
just trying to grab some shade. It was
Yeah.
bad. It was really bad. And of course you're paying like $5 a water.
Yes. What time did we get? We got there at like 9:30?
Yeah, I think like 9:30.
Okay, so yeah, we got there pretty early, 9:30, kind of walked around.
Got
checked-
some merch.
Yes. The Charles
football jersey. Yep, been eyeing that since they released it, and I pulled the trigger.
It is fire.
It's fire.
Great.
It was expensive, but it was worth it.
Yeah, the prices were
steep.
Yeah. I remember the viral pictures of Miami, like the food and drink prices. It wasn't that bad, but everything was pretty pricey.
Yeah, the merch especially. Like a hat was like $90.
Yeah.
I was like, this should be like 40, 50 maybe, but...
The Haas hat was $10 cheaper.
That's discrimination. I guess it's supply and demand.
Yeah.
I did get complimented on my hat by one of the workers.
Nice.
Yeah.
You were wearing the Pirelli P1 hat for reference.
Yes, got a lot of compliments on that, so that was fun. And then what else did we do after? We explored a lot.
Yes, but we did, but only like our
section.
Third of the track.
Yeah.
So our seats are by turn 12,
Yep.
and like our entrance is like right there pretty much. So we were kind of that side of the track. I think tomorrow we might try to go to the other side of the track.
Yeah, I ventured out there a little bit today, which we can get into that later. Ventured out a little bit today, and there was like a whole different world.
Yeah, maybe save that story for the full
episode.
Yeah.
Just know that I entered a paddock. That is the sneak peek.
Just a paddock.
I entered one
Yeah.
and spent like 3 hours there. So yeah, that was fun. Day one did not disappoint.
Yeah, it was good.
It was pretty empty during free practice.
Yeah, but like I guess a lot of people just came for quali because by the time quali came around, it was
packed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's of course when it was the hottest. The sun was just beaming. And then we did the driver experience.
Yes.
The fan.
So right around when we got there, who did they have? They had Williams on, so Alex and Yuki were talking to Laura Winter.
Alex and Yuki?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, Alex and Logan. Wow.
Like,
my mind is
Yuki
gone.
was there. He did come later.
He was later.
He switched teams.
But so yeah, the Alex and Logan were on stage, and then
they brought out Lando and Oscar,
and everyone just cheered. And then I don't think anyone asked she asked a question to the Williams guys again.
It was obviously clear who people cared about.
Yeah.
It was so fun. We were kind of far up for them.
Yeah. But then we realized that we can move up. Like you didn't need tickets.
Yeah.
So we just kind of pushed our way towards like the pit, which was close to the stage, and we saw.
Alonso.
We saw Alonso.
We saw
Valtteri and Joe.
Yeah. Oh, and before we moved up, we saw Danny and Yuki.
Yes.
That's where we got that.
Yeah.
So tomorrow morning, we plan on going really early because it's going to be Ferrari, Red Bull, Mercedes, and I think Haas.
Yes. So all the big hitters.
Obviously the big hitters.
All the big hitters.
So we want to be in the front because we got really close.
And at the end of like each kind of interview, it wasn't really an interview, but their section on stage, they would throw out like hats and stuff. So if we can get up close, that'd be cool to get some free hats.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
I
guess seeing the cars at first. It was our first time seeing the cars racing. We were pretty close to the track, so you could get a lot of Smells.
Yeah,
Literally
so
burning rubber.
this is both of our first times actually seeing the
Yeah.
tracks or the cars.
Yeah.
My brain is fried.
We're dehydrated.
But the sound, oh my god, so incredible.
Yeah. Slightly turned on.
Is there a name for that, being turned on to machines?
Probably. But no, it was incredible. It was just so fast. Can't imagine how hot it was for them. But that was really cool to see it happening.
Yeah.
For the first time.
And yeah, the sounds, I just can't get over it. And then, like you were saying, the smell. Like when they first came out on track, you could like smell the burning rubber.
Yeah.
Because we were pretty close up to the front of the turn 12 grandstand, so we're not right on the track, but we're pretty close. So we're definitely getting some whiffs of burnt rubber.
We're row 4.
Yes. So
to put that in perspective, we're pretty close. That was really cool. And then obviously qualifying was just amazing. Talk about great highlights for us here.
Yeah, for both of us. Good race that we picked to go to.
Maybe we're the lucky charms. So Charles P1, Lando P2,
they just
and
need to
Hamilton.
fly us out to every race for them.
I think we should make that case.
Yes.
Obviously.
What notable things happened in quality? Oh,
Max. His lap getting deleted.
Q1 first. We'll start with
sorry.
Alonso and Stroll both out.
Yep.
So Alonso's time from this year was 7/10 slower than Stroll's time from last year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Which is crazy. I don't know if their cars are that slow. I don't know also if that time was from like Q2 or 3 from last year, but it's just not a good look.
Not good at all.
Both Williams were out in Q1.
Yeah.
And then Hulkenberg as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, great memory.
And then
I was like blacking
Q2, notable.
Danny Rick, lap.
Both of the AlphaTauris are out.
Yeah, but his lap time got deleted.
Yes, yeah.
So he's P15.
Yeah, and then Yuki was 11.
Yeah.
Magnussen was in there. Both of the Alphas were in there.
Yeah.
And then so Q3 was pretty entertaining. I feel like the first laps, it was like Leclerc, Max, Carlos, and maybe Perez were the only ones on new tires, and Hamilton.
Oh yeah.
I think Hamilton was P1 for a little bit, right?
I think he was in Q2.
Okay.
He was in Q2, and then or Q3.
I think it was Q3. He set a lap a little bit later than like Leclerc and Verstappen, so he might have gone P1 for a little bit.
He was P1. I don't know if it was Q2 or Q3. Mm-hmm. I just remember his name being on that poll when it wasn't like refreshing.
So yeah, it might have been the end of Q1 then. Because it didn't refresh.
Oh yeah.
The timing tower didn't work in Q2.
I'm literally like blacked out right now. Not actually, just like the sun has exhausted my brain.
Literally blacked out from the sun.
I meant Q1 or Q2, not
Q3.
Yeah, well, it was incredible. You can really see how like fast they are when they're doing like their fast lap or just like warming up.
Yeah, the difference in like them doing warm up laps versus on the fast laps is crazy. Like they're like creeping around the corners, and then when they're on the fast laps, the braking is crazy. Incredible. They're like going from like, it looks like they're going from like 300 miles per hour
to just like hitting a 90-degree turn.
Yeah. It's crazy.
We have really cool seats to see that all happen.
Yeah, and from our seats, we can see the top of turn 1 and then the end of the S's.
Yeah.
So it's COTA's awesome that you can kind of, I don't know about the other tracks what it's like, but we can see a lot of the track, which is really cool.
I will say for me as well, something that was like most notable about being in person versus like watching it is actually seeing the elevation.
Yes.
That was something I just never really
Turn 1 is
noticed.
Crazy.
Yeah. It's like a huge uphill incline. I mean, I'm trying to think of words right now.
I think that's good.
But yeah, I feel like I just never noticed that like on TV.
Or like I noticed but never like appreciated just how uphill it is.
It just like really puts it into like, oh shit, this is real.
Yes.
And just being so close to them and being like, whoa, this is real life. Like they're right
I know,
here.
It's crazy.
You're like, wow.
So what was it? Top 3 was Leclerc, Norris, Hamilton.
Yep.
Because
Max would have been
P1 but his lap got deleted. And like the gasp when they showed it on the screen right as he went wide, and it was like because everyone saw him go wide. We all knew.
We were like holding our breath the second his lap time was deleted. Everyone was like, whoa!
Everyone cheered. It was great. We were in a section with a lot of Checo fans.
We were. They were yelling.
Which I guess makes sense because Texas is right next to Mexico, so there's a lot of Checo fans there.
There's a lot of Red Bull and McLaren merch. being worn.
Yes.
I would say the most, and then Ferrari third.
Yeah, I feel like McLaren does very well in the U.S.
Yeah.
And then probably Red Bull as well, because U.S. started to get big when Red Bull was kind of fighting Mercedes, so a lot of people are Red Bull fans from the U.S.
It was definitely Red Bull, McLaren top, and then Ferrari third.
Yeah, and then just a mix of everything else.
And then just a mix.
Yeah.
Some cool merch out there. Friendship bracelets.
Yeah, there was a friendship bracelets booth, which was pretty funny. And we were in line for one of like the free like experiences they had. They were like giving out like personalized like driver cards, which was really cool. And someone just walked up with like a bunch of friendship bracelets and gave us a couple.
Yep.
Everyone was so friendly too.
Everyone's so nice there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Texas, and I know everyone's like supposed to be really nice down south, and we're used to like New York, New Jersey, like assholes.
No one wants to talk to you.
Yeah, like if you talk to someone, they'll like spit on you.
Yeah.
But made so many friends everywhere you go.
Yeah, truly was awesome.
Yeah. Now we're exhausted. We showered. We're gonna eat, drink,
and then get to bed early. Maybe.
Hopefully.
Probably not. But
well, I hope we have to wake up early.
Yes. Yeah.
And do.
We're trying to go even earlier tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because we, like you were saying, we want to get to the F1 driver experience early.
And we have some like.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that like
merch.
We wanted to do, but it was like
packed.
we found these places later, so it was already packed or like they were out of stuff. So we have a list of stuff we want to hit in the morning tomorrow.
Yep, and if you do decide to go to a race, I don't know if it's just the US or a COTA, make sure you have an Amex. Gets you lots of perks.
I think it's just COTA.
Okay.
Because I think they just like announced a COTA or Amex COTA sponsorship or something. But
I don't know, but
we had a friend that we're with who has an Amex that was like buying everything, getting us to cut lines and stuff just because they were giving all this stuff to Amex card users.
Yep, got a free bandana. That was sick.
Yes.
So yeah, shout out Jack.
I think real quick before we finish, just do sprint quality predictions for tomorrow.
I think I did that in my wild prediction, but I want to switch it now.
Okay. What should we do? Sprint overall or sprint quality?
Let's do overall.
Okay.
Because I feel like
yeah. All right. So this is on the spot. I'm gonna go Max. I'm gonna go Charles, and I'm gonna go Lewis.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That's my top 3 for the sprint.
So I think one of my wild predictions before was that I think Lando is going to win the sprint race, but I kind of want to switch it.
Okay.
I don't know if this counts against me, but
that's locked in, that prediction, but you can change it for this.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, if I can change it, I would also probably do Max, Charles, Lando.
Okay.
I think I would just keep the silent. I think that's what I'm locking in.
Okay. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I think that Max was clearly the fastest, and I don't think he's going to let it slip again tomorrow.
But Charles has a good chance.
Yeah, I think Charles and Lando and Lewis were all really close. So it's kind of any mix of that.
Yep. So we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's our Friday recap.
And that's Gas.
That's Gas.
Peace out, Girl Scouts.